this kid is a competitor. They've tried to beat him out the last 4 years. The coaches have to get somebody else at quarterback, and they can't do it.
Oh, Johnny Boy Wolford, so impressive today for the Demon Deacs. Threw for about 270, ran for about 60, scored a touchdown, threw for a touchdown. But the Demon Deacs come up just short to FSU. As you heard Tommy Tuberville say, Johnny has started all 4 years at Wake Forest. As we welcome you back to SEC tonight. Impressive performance by that young man. He gave it all, left it all on the field. The entire Wake Forest team did. In the end, though, FSU just enough to get it done by a final score of 26-19. We'll tell you what it means in just a second. First, I want to show you how it ended, and we pick it up tied at 19, under a minute to go. They forced and stopped Wake on their own 10. They had to punt, and James Blackman made the best throw of the day for the true freshman. He found Auden Tate. The play was supposed to go to the tight end, but the tight end was held up and covered, so Blackman let it fly to Auden Tate, who didn't play much today, but played enough to make a difference. That touchdown. The flag, by the way, was right here for defensive pass interference. In the end, it didn't matter. Tate caught the ball, and FSU got the victory 26-19. Jimbo Fisher after the game.
You had 2 losses. You had to get your confidence back and learn that you could make a play when you had to make a play, and we did that. We had tons of mistakes. We got to get cleaned up. But our kids fought, competed, just like we always do, found a way. Now we got to move on to the next step.
And the next step is the Miami Hurricanes, and that comes up in 1 week. What a big win for FSU. Understand this. If FSU had lost that game, they would be 0-3. FSU hasn't been 0-3 since 1976. 1976. It would have been stunning development. Also understand that if FSU had lost that game, in their last 15 conference games, they would have been 8-7. Now at least they're 9-6. Also understand the team that there are 2 heavyweights in the ACC. It's FSU and it's Clemson. Clemson hasn't lost ACC games in a couple years. They lost 1 right to FSU. I mean, now they got Virginia Tech tonight. We'll see what happens. But what an important win for Florida State. Look, they're not going to the Final Four, okay? They're not going to the national championship, but there's still a lot for them to play for. And if they had lost today, there would be nothing to play for, except for trying to keep their bowl streak alive. So a very important win for the Seminoles. They were able to get it done, and now they got to get ready and get ready quick, because Mark Richt and the Miami Hurricanes are coming up to Doak Campbell. And while FSU has had their number, I'm telling you, if you watched Miami last night, and if you've watched the Canes, they got a ferocious defensive front 7 that are going to come after James Blackman. He better improve by leaps and bounds in the next 7 days, or FSU may fall to 1-3. It's going to be a very interesting college football Saturday next week. And FSU also a winner today. Wasn't easy, but they got it done 26-19. Thanks to, we've been criticizing their special teams. Special teams came through right here when they had a nice kickoff return. Didn't go for a touchdown, but set up an FSU touchdown that got them back in the game. We'll come back and wrap up SEC tonight right after this.